Right, so we're back with an issue. This is a Pioneer XDJ-RX2, a lot of X's, and it's got this fault. So like, let's see, intermittent vinyl, and it shouldn't do that because like when you scratch it, you give it abuse, and then it loses the position. Yesterday this was doing it also. It was worse, this one, but now this one is okay. This jug is kind of fucked. So I've seen this problem before on the SX controller and I couldn't figure it out really, but now I'm just gonna take this jug apart and see how it works. This is probably some touch capacitive thing, and there's probably some loose contacts inside or dirty, so I'll have to figure that out. See, sometimes it's doing it. Yeah. So this is the jog mechanism on the inside. I'm not gonna go over how you disassemble this thing because there's more clips on YouTube about that. So this is the wheel sensor, like the wheel position sensor. I'll remove all these, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conveniently placed, so I don't have to remove all this board. Thank you, Pioneer. And I'm just gonna remove the jog wheel and see what's going on. So there's the jog off the controller, and I think I gotta take out all them screws, which Pioneer conveniently placed these holes there. So I'm gonna take those off and see what's underneath. It's still a mystery how this capacitance goes from here. I think it goes through the bearing, and if it does, it's shit. Because it should have some kind of ferrofluids grease in there. So there's the jog wheel off. So there's this little foam thing here that transmits the signal from your hand to this plate. This plate goes right in the middle. So yeah, it's through the bearing. So there it is with the centerpiece off. Now this board comes off also together with this flat cable, so I'm just gonna take it off, see what's underneath. So you remove this center nut and then the whole plastic plate comes off. Yeah, so sadly the contact passes through the bearing, which means I need some kind of ferrofluid grease, which I don't have. Come on, Pioneer, really? Shit. Right, now looking at it, Pioneer seem to have used like some kind of silicone grease. Well, that's a bit weird. So I'm gonna take this apart, clean it, and replace it with copper grease, which actually is like a grease, but it also conducts electricity. You see that this is the grease they use. Pretty strange. I think copper grease is gonna work wonders. So I'm off to Euro Car Parts to get some. So in order to remove the jog assembly, there's this clip here. You're gonna have to use some of these pliers. So take that out, take the thing out, clean it, and copper grease it. And this is the jog assembly out. So I'm gonna clean this residue and add copper grease. So I feel very confident that this is gonna work. Also the jog feels a bit stiffer, just a tiny bit, but there's no play anymore. And look, you see the particles of copper. This is gonna work definitely, and it's gonna fix a lot of fucking controllers from now on, because I don't understand why Pioneer didn't use this type of grease. Alright, so sometime later, wow, it's done. It's done.